What is up? Michael Johnson says, Mike, when you came out of your mom, did you triangle choke that weak neck doctor for spanking you? That dude had a knife. Oh, I'm messing with that dude. He had a knife. That dude cut me out. He gutted my mom and pulled me out of there. I'm not messing with that guy. Homeboy had a knife. Homeboy cut up a mom. Pointed a knife at a baby. I'm not messing with that dude. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. I had the greatest birthday. I'm going to tell you all about it. Oh man, these great birthday wishes. I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm going to get the Podbean started up. We're going to have a party. Normally I have a big birthday party. I'll tell you all about it in a second. Let me get Podbean started up in case I want to turn this into a podcast. Even though I've been slack about a podcast. Oh man. Let's see. Let's start Podbean up. Looky here. Welcome to the Icy Mike Imperfect Podcast. The Icy Mike Imperfect Podcast with the birthday boy, Icy Mike. This is a birthday podcast. It's my birthday. It is brought to you by All In Fitness in Grenada, Mississippi, who asks that you donate to St. Jude Children's Hospital. stjude.org. Down there in the description, there's a link down there. Kind of a no-brainer. Kind of an obvious thing to do. Finding cures, saving children. That's sort of important stuff. And since he's a local business owner, but he still wants to sponsor a podcast, he knows that like he's not like selling online get-rich-quick schemes or like selling special towels that you can buy at a website. It's a gym in Mississippi. If you're in Grenada, Mississippi, you should go to it. And if you're not, you should go do this. Where's the this? You should go do this stuff in this area. There's a link down in the description below if you want to go donate to St. Jude. But it's my birthday. I had the greatest birthday. I have had some amazing birthdays. I met Kristen on my birthday. I have had birthdays I've had birthdays on cruise ships, birthdays in other countries. I've had humongous parties here at the house for my birthday with all my friends and family, like literally everyone I know, Adam. Today was the best birthday I've ever had in my life, period. Because me and the kids and Kristen, the 5 of us, we went to a trampoline park and we just played for 3 hours. No phones, didn't make any videos, didn't try to record it for social media, didn't make anything out of it. Kristen played the whole time, and she never does anything. She's like a wet blanket. Y'all see in the video, she's always like, well, I don't know if this is a good idea. She was down. She jumped the whole time. She's going to need a lot of ibuprofen. But we had a great time. It was legit a great time. But I want to know, what is everybody doing tonight? I mean, it's my birthday, but we can talk about what y'all are doing, I guess. We're going to have a party. I'll put some music on. I don't always do that. It's usually in that kind of stream, but I figured, screw it, it's my birthday. It's the Icy Mike Imperfect Podcast. It's imperfect. I don't even know how the levels are. I don't even know how the music is coming in versus the vocals. I don't know where this is going. But we're going to do it like this. Also, I don't know that we'll be here long. Oh, here we go. That was on beat. Regalis Exa with the super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Happy birthday, Icy. P.S. already donated to St. Jude's. That's cool. That's cool. I appreciate it. Neptune says when I ask what we're doing tonight, Neptune says we're partying with Mike. And Guy Cyber says that he's working on himself right now. Right now? Guy Cyber, are you doing that right now? Yeah. Good job, Ricalis. Oh. Is your day of birth a happy one? Yeah, it was great. Went to the gun store for the first time in forever. I can't do stuff like that anymore. It's not as simple to just run to the gun store. I used to just run to the gun store whenever I used to go there every week. Once a week, I used to go to all the gun stores in the town that I'm from. That was like 4 or 5. I used to go to all of them every week. Just see what was in the used counter. You know what I mean? See if anything interesting popped up. But today I went to the gun store for my birthday. And I went to the trampoline park with my family for my birthday. Very simple. Tag 1080 says, Mike, I just had my first son last week, so I can't stay up. Have a good birthday. Tag, appreciate you, brother. Congratulations on your son. I understand not being able to stay up. Get the sleep when you can. Here's my suggestion for what you and your wife or your girlfriend or your baby mama should do. This is what me and Kristen always did with the kids. It works. Don't do this shit where you argue all night about whose turn it is. If one person's got to work the next day, they don't have to get up at all. If one person works and the other person's off, they don't have to get up at all. They can go sleep in a different room where they can't hear the baby. It's the other person's problem all night. Because when you take turns all night, what invariably happens is both people suck the next day. Both people are tired. Both people are miserable. It doesn't work. Just let one person be all the way miserable and one person be relatively well rested. Now, if you both got to work, then you still need to just pick one. Just one person. One person's got to deal with it. Let the other person, the person who has the most important job, shouldn't have to deal with it. Whoever's making the most money shouldn't have to deal with it. You say, oh, that's not fair. Well, like, should we all go down? You know what I mean? If you think that's not fair, you're probably the type to snitch too. Figure, well, if I'm getting caught, we might as well all get caught. No, somebody should be well rested. Somebody should be able to take care of shit during the day. Let the other person be a zombie. Sleep when the baby sleeps. Be up when the baby's up. The other person, let them rest. That's how we do it. Thank you guys so much for all the birthday wishes. It means a lot to me. In lieu of a party, I did this stuff with my family. I did a little thing by myself, went to the gun store, did a little thing with my family, and now I'm doing this. And that is like a great birthday to me. Grizzly Tomahawk asks, do you drink alcohol, Mike? Occasionally, not heavily. And when I do, it's out of a pink Bubba cup. Aki Patwari says, taking turns is dumb because it's going to mess you up no matter what. How many times you get up? Exactly. Love from Jesse says, honored that you want to spend your birthday with us. Yeah, I was going to cancel it, but I've been like slower on the uploads lately. Haven't been doing as many uploads. And I know people are clamoring. I know people want to get that sweet content. I hate that word. I hate when people use that word to describe their work. Like, it to me, it smacks of, it's just shit thrown at people. Martin Bonner says, better birthday than mine. My father passed on mine. Damn, that sucks, dude. Damn, are you going to do my party like that, Martin? That sucks, man. I am lucky that death has not come close to me on too many occasions in my life. I know people that lose a lot of people, and I've lost one very close friend. I've lost my grandparents. I haven't had to deal with parents yet, but so sorry to hear that, Martin. That's terrible. But also, have to do my party like that, bro? Just kidding, kinda. Love you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Aki Patori asks a great question because that's where we're at now. How hard is it to come up with new video ideas? Used to be easy. Now it's become extremely hard. From the martial arts standpoint, I've sort of exhausted all the things that I'm willing to put in a video that I am willing to give away. We have a lot of, like, our actual kickboxing system, our actual curriculum, our actual proprietary stuff, like the drills that we've come up with and the training methods that we've come up with, the actual real training, we're not willing to put that up on YouTube for a couple reasons. I work with a couple fighters where we've worked on this stuff and where I've gotten some of this stuff, and it's just not up for the public. And then the things that we are willing to put up there. Oh, Brent, what's up? Happy birthday, brother. Well, I guess you're saying happy birthday. You know what I mean. That's like when, dude, I used to work at this like fun park, and people used to buy the tickets to go play golf or go ride the go-karts or whatever. I'd be like, have fun, guys. And they'd say, you too. Like, what? I'm not having fun. I'm at work. You're riding go-karts and playing miniature golf. Shu Kuranai, big supporter of the channel, I saw earlier. Thank you, Mike. Have a great birthday. You helped my channel so much. Thank you. Have a great birthday. All right. I will have a great birthday, and I can't wait to check out your channel. Have a great birthday. Do you think you might add on to past YouTube videos you made? Yeah, like revisit. Yeah, sometimes I think about revisiting them, and I've done that a few times where I can kind of clean up what I was trying to say, or maybe I've learned a little more, or I kind of saw from the comments thing. Brent's was last week. All right, oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you too then. Why don't we just all have a birthday party? It's July anyway. Everyone's birthday is in July anyway. So, one of my clients' birthday was like 2 days ago. They came to the studio and worked out on their birthday. It was like 3 or 4 days ago. They came to the studio and worked out on the birthday. I told them happy birthday, and then we did we exercised. She did her workout, and then yesterday she came for another workout, and she brought me a card with cash in it for my birthday. It's just weird. Like, she's my client, of which I have like 30 or 35 or whatever. And I don't know. It's just sort of like she came I was like, happy birthday. All right, see you later. Then she came back. On my birthday, she gave me money. And I love those people and I appreciate them. But it just made me feel like, should I have done something? Like, do I have to do something for like 30 birthdays a year? You know, I can't. I don't know. It's a weird position to be in. I guess it's like being a teacher. You know, like all your students get you stuff. Are you supposed to get them stuff? Long John, when are you going to do your Shane phasing? I know it's in the works. Hoy, you going to pull off the opiate eyeballs? Guy's perma faded. Long John, one day when this hard to hurt thing is a big deal. Listen to me, Long John. One day when this hard to hurt thing is a big deal, we're going to have you on the staff, brother, because you always are looking at things from the same angle I am. I'm not going to give away too much of the plot, but we're going to lean into that a little bit. Caden Hardcastle says, happy birthday, keep kicking ass. William Cornell, heepy pappy. William, are you okay? William, the only hard to hurt viewer to have a t-shirt named after him. It's this t-shirt, but in long sleeve, because the Cornell, he wears long sleeve t-shirts. Speaking of, if y'all want to do something nice for my birthday, besides super chats, just go buy a t-shirt. I'm not a huge, I appreciate the super chats. I always say thank you. I always try to offer some value in exchange for them. You know, making money on YouTube is tough because it's hard to do, but it's also hard if you're like a decent person. It's hard you can be real slimy and make a lot of money, or you could be very kind of true to yourself and eventually you'll make money. It's sort of one of these situations I often talk about. It's the same with martial arts, people that do martial arts for a living or do fitness for a living. Josh Major says, what did you get at the gun store? I'll talk about that in a second. The thing about making money doing something you love, you don't do it. If you're doing it for the money, it's not going to work. It's not genuine. It's not real. I don't do it for the money, but I need the money to do it. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, if I don't, I would love to not do YouTube for money. I would actually, if I wasn't doing YouTube for money, any teas at your spot or need to order? Brent, you've never even been to my spot, so I don't even know that you know where it is, even though you probably live like 4 minutes away from it. So, dude, I'm telling you, I'm not happy with you, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not happy with you. For those of you wondering why I'm having this conversation, Brent is a real life person that I know that actually had an opportunity to be a significant part of this channel. I said I was going to start a YouTube channel. It was going to be the biggest, best thing in the world. And everyone's kind of like, yeah. Look at me now. Look at me now. How about that? How about that? You know what I mean? Let's put some tunes on it. Let's take out the laid back filter. Let's get I don't know. I'm just gonna pick a random Brent's a cool guy, man. Brent would fit in this channel great. He's the one who told me to get Windows Movie Maker. What is this? Guy Cyber, I use Epidemic Sound. I have a membership at Epidemic Sound. I use Epidemic Sound. That's where I get the music from for the videos. David Portas. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that is. I got R's. He gave me 100 ARs. Mike. David Portas, I don't know what that is, but I appreciate you greatly. William Cornell says, do I earn revenue when a premium account watches a video? I never see any ads, so I assume no ad revenue. Just curious. Yes, so I don't exactly know the split. I think it's all about the same. Prison Mike, your birthday's tomorrow. All right, well, non-prison Mike's birthday's today. Pesos Argentinos. David with 100 Argentinian pesos. David, I appreciate you greatly. My friend Santiago lives in Argentina. Oh, man. Wild Whitey with the happy birthday. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Best piece of advice for a young guy / person starting MMA, can't decide to fight or not. Best piece of advice, 100%. And this is, I've always thought this, and then this was sort of solidified in one of our very first episodes. We had the guy who runs the Fight Guide channel, who manages Bellator and UFC fighters. Like, he manages fighters at the highest level. And be ready. Remind me if I don't get to that question. Remind me. Caden Hardcastle. Best piece of advice is to find the right coaching. And this was from a manager who manages fighters at multiple levels and is involved in several different aspects of the business. Understands martial arts. Understands management. Understands entertaining. Understands fighting. Understands negotiation. He still said coaching is the most important thing. For a young person, the most important piece of the puzzle is to find a gym with coaches that care about you and will take care of you. They will know when it's time for you to fight. The problem is it's easy to be at one of those for a while without knowing for sure whether you are at the right place. That's the thing. William Cornell, I appreciate you so much. That's why we named the t-shirt after you. Matt Howe, happy birthday from one silverback to another. Yeah. Grumpy little old ass guys with gray in their hair that I won't say on my head because I don't have any gray in the various hairs of their body. Somebody asked me, I was trying to keep up. Somebody asked me what I got at the gun store. I did get something at the gun store. I won't say what it was, but I plan to do a video, the best gun for home defense, and I felt kind of hypocritical. I felt hypocritical that I didn't actually own that gun. It's the best gun for self-defense, all other things being equal. If you're already proficient with a certain gun, do you, boo-boo? But there's a certain type of gun that I think is the best for home defense, and I thought it would be weird to make a whole video on it, and I don't have one. And so A, it's a tax write-off. B, I'm working with a company that is gonna push us into being able to do more tactical and self-defense-y stuff, and I won't have to come out of pocket for some of this stuff. Not to give too much away. Sponsored videos, sponsorships. But so I went ahead and got one. Yeah, Doom Donuts. That dude gave me 100 AR-15s. I'm gonna sell them bitches. I'm gonna sell at least 90 of them. Be Ready Self-Defense says, do you think giveaways to gain subscribers are cheap? I'm trying to bake 100 subs ASAP, but I also want people to sub because they actually want to, not just to win shiz. Be Ready Self-Defense. There's a lot to unpack, and I think you already know all the answers. Giveaways to gain subscribers is cheap, and it doesn't work. Trying to break 100 subs is doing giveaways to break 100 subs is like doing steroids to get your first pull-up. You know? It's sort of a waste. You know what I mean? Doing giveaways to break 100 subs is like cheating at a house game of poker. It's like injecting, horse hormones or whatever into your eyeball and doing like all kinds of supplements to play, rec league softball, co-ed beach volleyball. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sort of it's kind of crazy. Don't do giveaways to gain subscribers. Do giveaways because you want to give shit to your people. Like, that's the only reason to do it. Breaking 100 subs is important, but long term, that'll be a drop in the bucket. If you're real serious about doing YouTube, those 100 subs are super important. Every single one of those dudes is super important and is the lifeblood of your channel. But you don't need to do giveaways. It won't do what you think it'll do. It's such a point of diminishing returns when you're that small. Nothing you do matters. If you're under 1,000 subs, if you're under 5,000 subs, you're just practicing. You're just practicing. It's just like you're drilling and rolling and sparring. You're not ready to fight yet. You're just practicing. Just practice. Don't worry about giving things away to gain subscribers. If you're going to give it away to gain subscribers, keep it. Do a review on it. Give shit away when you want to give shit away. Just because. Ryan Lou says 100 hours is like $2. I think it's probably about, like, just guessing, I think it's about $10. I don't know. Wow, you have an awesome birthday, bro. Thank you, bro. Patty, the super chat. Now we got to. That's all you have. Yeah. Don't worry too much about that. Sean G says, do you find yourself using more karate and sparring more from Seth Jesse's influence? I've always used karate and sparring. Oh, we got a caller. Mars Bars.
Holy shit.
You are live.
Okay. That's great.
You weren't ready? Do you not have something important to say?
Yes.
First of all,
I have a few questions.
Okay. You're blowing it, dude. You're blowing it. Let's go.
How do you, listen.
You're blowing it, dude.
Listen.
People can hear you. Get your shit together. Stop saying
all right,
Shut up. Don't talk. Don't say another word. Be silent. Don't say Concentrate very hard in your mind. Say don't say Don't say Don't say
All right, I'm sorry. Listen, all right. I take Brazilian.
Oh no, you didn't.
Listen, okay. I'm a jiu-jitsu nerd.
I'm listening.
And I also take Krav Maga. And I was wondering, should I expand into wrestling or not? I mean, I just started this venture like a few weeks ago.
You broke up there. Did you say you take Krav Maga? And you take what?
Jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu. I'm a jiu-jitsu nerd. I'm a loser.
What kind of jiu-jitsu?
Oh, Brazilian.
Oh, okay. So you take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Krav Maga, and you want to know if you should expand into, and you broke up, but I think you said wrestling?
Yes.
Should you? Like, do you want, how old are you?
13.
You're not 13.
Yes, I am. I am absolutely 13.
Motherfucker, you sound 40.
I swear, man. Okay, listen. All my friends. It's always like this. I'm telling you.
If you want to do wrestling, do wrestling. If you have the opportunity to wrestle, so wrestling, you should know if you've been following. Wrestling is the main thing that I like always harp on for a couple reasons. Wrestling is the hardest thing for it. It's the hardest thing to find. Like, I can't just go sign up for wrestling right now. There's one wrestling practice open to anybody, open to adults right now that I could go to. I can't just go to wrestling. If you're in school, you should wrestle. If your school has a wrestling team, you should do that. It'll make you tougher. It'll make you badder. It'll make you mentally strong, physically strong, and good at fighting all the way around. What is your main purpose for training? Do you want to be a fighter? Do you want to learn self-defense? What?
I'd say a bit of both, honestly.
Well, okay, so wrestling is going to become super important. You look, if you want to be a fighter, if you want to be an MMA fighter, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, all right. So if at all, look at all the guys winning in MMA right now. What is their base? It's wrestling. No, it's wrestling. It's wrestling. It's wrestling. I'll help you out here, Mars Bars. It's wrestling. If you have the opportunity to wrestle, even if your main pursuit, even if you want to just use wrestling to make you a better fighter, to make you better defending yourself, to make your jiu-jitsu better and more diverse, go to wrestling practice. It'll be, if you're wrestling at school, it's free. Well, I mean, you still have to buy, like, you know, there's expenses, but it's not like you pay month to month. Go do wrestling. Even if you're not good at it, stick with it. Even if you hate it, stick with it. Do wrestling until you're decent at it, and it'll make you so much better at just fighting in general. It is super important. So I think, and you've got time. So you've got time to do lots of other things. You can do karate and boxing and BJJ and Krav Maga for the rest of your life. If depending on where you're at, you sound American. Depending on where you're at in America, you have one shot at wrestling, and it's right now. That's my advice.
That's solid.
Appreciate it, man. Now I feel bad for jumping all over you, but I don't know. You're 13. You're supposed to be.
It's all right.
You need to learn to speak. When you have something to say, you're basically a man now. When you got something to say, you say it. You're a smart kid.
All right.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Well, thank you. See ya.
Later, man. And you didn't tell me happy birthday, so I'm mad at you.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Listen. All right. I love your videos.
Thank you,
Please
man.
Keep it up.
I appreciate you, brother. See you later.
How old are you now?
I'm 39, dude. Later, man. Let me get Regalis in here. Regalis, I'm going to connect you, but just hold on, buddy, because we got to take care of some housekeeping because we got people are going absolutely apeshit bananas in the super chats here.
All right.
Hold on.
All right.
Let me catch up here. Josh in Jesus says there's a couple guys who win even against trained fighters because they're crazy and don't care about pain. Is there a trick to beating those guys? Yeah, stop hanging out with maniacs and losers. You know, stop getting in fights with those types of people, I guess. I don't know. Generally keeping your composure and weathering the storm. Untrained people get tired super quick and super easy. So you just gotta weather the storm, angle off, cover up. Matt, hold that thought on best gun for home defense. Pat Malarkey with a $99.99 super chat. Dear Lord, I appreciate you greatly. Wait a minute. Patty Malarkey says, birthday! With 3 exclamation. Happy birthday, Sora. Please, this is for something fun. Regalis, do you got a second?
Sure.
Okay, we need to go, because look here. We need to, I appreciate your
take your time. It's your birthday.
Yeah, thank you. But you're going to love this. This guy, if this is the guy that I'm thinking, Let me see. Patty Malarkey. I gotta find. He wrote if this is the guy that wrote a song. Here we go. I'm gonna put a link. Hold on, you guys. Listen to this. We're just gonna listen. Regalis, you got a second?
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Go back to Regalis. I'm gonna drop you. Go back to YouTube and listen to this, dude, and then I want you to call back in.
All right.
All right. Hang tight on the Podbean calls because we got to do this. You guys got to see this shit. This is nuts. We're going to listen to the whole thing. I said we're going to play some music tonight anyway. Unhurtable, an ode to Hard to Hurt. This guy is amazing.
This song is dedicated to the wonderful people at Hard to Hurt, the YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy. In the gym they dwell, teaching the people how to defend themselves. They do it and they do it well, rocking the YouTube. Don't stop, no, you'll excel. Don't miss or they'll kick in the face.
In the face, yeah.
You'll bleed all over the place. If you think you're a bad ace, think again. When they hit you, there'll be no trace, no more. Yeah. Oh, you make me hard to hurt. You guys are badass. You make me hard to hurt. Keep it up. You make me hard to hurt. Thank you, my friends. You make me hard to hurt. Yeah. I wish you well.
I'm putting a link to this in the description. Go down there right now.
Make me feel swell.
Click this motherfucker. Yeah, there's some Jack Black vibes. That's obvious. I'm not going to ignore that. But it's hilarious. Some people said it sound like Stone Temple Pilots. Dude, listen.
Thank you, my friends. It made me hard to hurt. Okay, when you shot your wife with that practice pepper ball thing, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. Funniest thing I've ever seen.
Well, the funniest thing you ever seen, yeah.
Funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's the funniest thing, yeah.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm the serious man. It was like totally funny. You grabbed the gun, you pointed at her, and like 1 second later you shot her in the head. Bang! God, so funny. Oh man. Anyways. Oh, you make me hard to hurt. You guys are badass. You make me hard to hurt. Keep it up. You make me hard to hurt.
It's my birthday.
Thank you, my friends. You make me hard to hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard to hurt. Patty Malarkey. Go click the link down in the description. Patty Malarkey. I insist to repay this guy for his kindness in the super chat And to repay this guy for his kindness in making this amazing song, it should be super easy to get that guy over 100 subs right now. It should be super easy. That guy said, hey, I want to make you a song. And I commented back like, okay, would love to hear it. And then like, I want to say it was within a day. It may be a few hours. He was like, here's the link. That guy should easily get over 100 subs before this is over. That should be super easy for us to do. We can make that happen. There's a link in the description. Everyone has time to go click it. Just click sub, come back. We can do that. We can get that guy over 100 subs right now. There's plenty of us. Even if only half of you do it, he goes over 100. You know what I mean? So, you're making me hard to hurt. You guys are some bad ass, making me hard to hurt. Man, I'm having fun. Let's get Regalis in here. That's my homeboy.
Ooh, pardon my French, but that was fucking awesome.
Wasn't it, though? Sorry I had to put you on hold, man, but I thought that was worth it.
No, man. It was. You definitely have my sub, Patty.
Patty Malarkey's in his bitch. We're going to bring Patty Malarkey on. Regalis, what is your question?
Oh, no, I just wanted to add on to the last caller's statements and everything.
Oh, Patty, hang tight
Patty.
1 second. We're finishing up Regalis, and then we'll get to you.
Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem.
Sick song, man.
Thank you.
But I just wanted to add on to the last question of asking if they should be doing wrestling or not.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, I can attribute a lot of my grappling success in judo and jiu-jitsu to wrestling alone.
Right.
Like the skills, the leverage control,
Right.
like the pressure, the hip pressure, the hand fighting, the wrist controls. The flexibility, the strength,
and then the most important thing that you get from wrestling,
the aggressiveness, 100%.
the mindset,
like the ability to take
aggressive
pain. Yeah,
mindset,
exactly.
attack. There's no pulling guard in wrestling.
Oh,
You know?
Haseth asked what I'm. Well, right now I'm a brown belt in judo, right now I'm a white belt in BJJ because I just started like a month ago.
Dude, but you're the kind of motherfucker. We go to slap hands on a roll, and I think, oh, okay, you know what I mean? He's got his white belt on. This motherfucker. Yeah. You like point at you point at the white belt, and you're like, oh, you want to go? And you're like, yeah, sure. And you got like you're like brand new, crisp, clean white belt that sticks straight out sideways, no stripes on it. And you slap hands, and the motherfucker Seonagis you into the next dimension.
Yes.
Fuck you, Regalis.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck you and everybody like you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the call, man, and thank you for the super chat earlier, man. We need to talk to Patty Malarkey, though.
Okay, man. Everyone take care. And again, happy birthday, Mike. Have a good one.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The one, the only, Patty Malarkey.
No. Oh, no.
What is
Dude,
up,
Mike?
dude?
Oh, dude, it's good to talk to you, man. I first want to say, man, like, I've been new to your channel, but, dude, every single one of them has this awesome element of, like, you guys are super comfortable on the camera, and you have as much ADHD as I do, I think. And so you like moving around. It's so fun.
I think it's like a healthy, like it's it's not a disorder because I don't think it interferes with my life, but I'm borderline.
Oh, yeah. Totally. No, me too, man. I can't say I'm pacing around right now. Man, yeah. No, thank you for the inspiration too. Like I was like, I really wanted to write something, and then I was actually watching your stuff, and I was like, dude, I figured it out. Yeah. And like, yeah, no, it was fun, man. So I'm really, really glad you like it. But, dude, so the guitar part's coming in, and then I'm getting real drums, a real drum track, because that was just guitar band on the Mac.
Right. That was just a loop. Like that was a loop
hours.
that you. Did you make the loop, or did you just pull it from somewhere?
I programmed the beat.
Right.
And then I looped that. But all the bass and all the vocals is all me. And then my brother he's awesome guitarist. He's gonna do some metal guitar on that. And then his buddy, who's an amazing drummer, is going to do some drumming on that.
That's amazing,
It's gonna be awesome.
Dude, that made me laugh. I laughed so hard. I was laughing like an insane person in the car. And Maddox was with me. You know, my son. You seen him on the channel? He's with me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, cool. And the song came off, and I'm like dying laughing, and he's looking at me like I'm like I need help. He's like, what was that all about, Dad?
Oh, that's great. Oh man, I was hoping I was like, dude, if I can make you laugh, mission successful, dude.
Dude, it was so good. And here's what I know, because I know guys. I used to do music. I used to be in a band. And,
you did?
Yeah, and nice, I had a guitarist that could also kind of sort of riff and make funny. He could put, and I was like, I bet this dude can put those songs together in like an hour. That's like an hour of work for you. That's like
that was like. Boom, it was real quick.
Funny guys that can sing. The cool thing about singing and doing like kind of comedy with singing is if you're good at the playing the guitar and singing, singing shit just makes it funnier. Like you don't have to work as hard on like the timing or the it's like you just say anything funny but you sing it, and if you sing it well, it just makes it funnier. So like guys
you don't even need words sometimes, man.
Dude, let's see. We need to see right now where we're at with these subscribers.
Oh, dude,
up
you
to
don't
67.
Like
Shut
that,
up,
man.
Patty Malarkey. I'll do what the fuck I want. This is my live stream.
All right.
He's up to 67. It's unacceptable. We're getting him over 100 tonight.
Oh, wow, man. That'd be amazing.
Tonight. Oh, I must have clicked subscribe again by accident and unsubscribed. Now I'm subscribed.
Oh,
now 68.
Nice. Cool.
So, now it's 69. You've got 69 subscribers, Patty Malarkey.
Nice.
Look at that, 60.
But literally that part, I had to include it in the song. The funniest thing I've ever seen. Funniest thing I've ever seen. But
pop bang,
pop bang. The timing on that was perfect. You're just like, okay, ready? Bam! And
that was a very special moment in the history of the channel.
Yeah, and I appreciate it so much, man. The timing is just excellent.
I laugh every time I look at that. Like,
yeah, I bet, dude.
And I had to look at it like, that's how I knew it was funny. Like, sometimes it's hard to watch your own stuff and figure out, like, is this funny? Or do I just, it's same with your music. I'm sure you listen to some lines that you get, like, almost, like, too attached to them. And it gets hard to cut things out or know whether...
it's been insanely easy. I just go,
you know what? Always plan
if I think it's okay, it's probably good.
So you feel confident that you're capable of self-judging, like
yeah. Where are we at? I think I've gotten to that point.
Look at this. Oh my god, we gotta bring this up. Bear with me 1 second. Let's get some volume on this bitch.
But I've never been in a fight, but dude, I like.
Hang tight.
I like.
Hang tight, Patty.
You gotta say it out loud.
Gotcha.
I just brought it up for the YouTube viewers. Here it goes again.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And then her scream, ah!
Yeah.
Oh, man. Man.
But the puff, the powder, when it hit.
It's like the pink mist flying out of the person's head, in a sniper shot. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, it was just a glorious, absolutely glorious shot. I showed my parents, I showed my brother. I was like, you have to see this. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Where are you based out of?
I'm in Oregon.
Oregon.
Stuck at home.
Do you play out live or do you?
No, man. I've only been doing music for like 3 months.
Shut the hell up.
You can see it on my channel, man. Like the first ever music thing I did was so bad, and I didn't even know what a bridge was.
Like, you didn't even know how to structure a song?
No, I didn't know how to anything. And then my brother called me and was like, all right, Pat, this is what you got to do. And then I was like, okay, wrote it down kind of, and like figured it out a little bit. And now it's kind of like, now I have a little bit more of a structure or like a formula.
Dude, well, that's no different than when I started making videos.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to
They're in your town.
we're listening to zombies right now.
Oh, cool.
Gambling death.
And then I just made Pain Hurts.
Coming in your backyard. They're coming in your backyard. So that's a prime example of what we're talking about. If you say zombies are coming in your backyard, if I just am trying to do, if I was doing stand up or doing a skit and I said zombies are coming in your backyard, that's not funny. Mm-hmm. But if you sing over some like bass and guitars, they're coming in your backyard, that's funny. It just becomes funnier because you sang it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh man, Patty Malarkey, 73 subscribers.
Nice.
Listen, if you're just now joining the live stream, it's become derailed by the one and only Patty Malarkey.
I'm totally sorry, man.
Shut up. Stop apologizing for existing. You are who you are. That's the way you are, and we can't undo that. Let me make sure I'm missing some super chats here, brother.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Gotta get them super chats. I appreciate you so much too. James Shackelford, happy birthday. My birthday is this Saturday. Everyone's born in July. What's 9 months before July? Someone comment and tell me, do the math. What's 9 months before July? As I'm scrolling through, I see Ren Witchell says Israel is a striker. What are you MMA nerds talking about in there? Don't you know we've gone beyond? Guy Cyber says 39 is pretty young. How'd y'all know I was 39? How did y'all know that? Where'd y'all get that information? Did I say that? I don't know. Oh, I think Homeboy asked me. I think the little kid asked me earlier that I was cussing at and talking shit to. You're getting, and let's address it, because this is Icy Mike Imperfect. If you've watched anything I've done with anyone that I've interviewed, I don't pull punches. Like, tell them all about themselves. Sensei Seth is here. He is subscribing to Patty Malarkey.
Hey, thank you.
Are you familiar with Sensei Seth? Have you seen him in any of the videos?
Not yet. I will, though.
He's the big, very handsome karate guy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Sensei Seth with super chat. Happy birthday, Mike. Now we're even. Act like this is a card or something. So Sensei Seth with a super chat of $4.99 says, now we're even. Are we even? I don't know. I don't know that that's quite. Are we even? Oh man. So I don't pull punches. I do not pull punches. So the comparison between Jack Black is inevitable. Not even just on what you do, but on even how you sound. Now, it sucks because I get compared to people, but you can't change who you are. You know what I mean?
Going to. Yeah.
So my I was going to ask you what you felt about it, because it's not the first time you've heard that. There's no way it's the first time you've heard it.
First thing my brother told me was like, Pat, it sounds good, but dude, like it sounds like Jack Black, and you're just going to be compared to him. And I was like, dude, I re-recorded this one song because I was like, yeah, it sounds too much like Jack Black, and then it wasn't even my style anymore.
But listen,
and so
here's the thing. Listening to you talk, you sound like him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how we know it's you. It's not a guy heard Jack Black and tried to make music like him. You literally you share some kind of ancestor with him or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all came from the same monkeys. You know?
Yeah. Right.
I'll tell you this. I had to when we started doing the like the self-defense weapon stuff, like the pepper ball gun that you saw, or when we did the whip and stuff like that. Everyone was like, "Oh, I guess Jackass is making a comeback." Some people said it. Some people said it as like a compliment, but some people said it like, "Oh, we're copying Jackass." And first of all, none of these people that you get compared to are the first person to do a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're the most famous version of it, the most famous example of it. But what I did, I took that as a huge compliment. I'm like, "Wow, you're comparing me to like the top of the game when it comes to hurting yourself on camera. The top guys at doing it. I'll take that." So to get compared to someone who's arguably one of the most funniest, you know what I mean, like music comedy acts ever, oh darn, There's worse comparisons.
Right.
You know?
That's very true. Hey, thank you thank you for that. I didn't think of it that way.
That's always reframe it positive. Move the goalpost so that you always win, man.
Exactly.
just whenever you're faced with adversity, just move the goalpost till you're winning. It's your world.
That's what's been kind of like like what I've been doing a lot lately is like thinking a lot more optimistically and stuff. And ever since this quarantine, and I haven't been drinking at all, like you think a lot clearer. The creativity comes out a lot more.
Do you find that you're more creative when you're not drinking than when you are?
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
You know, some guys are the opposite.
Right. Yeah.
77.
But I mean, like I like to smoke pot every once in a while, but like that.
I never would have guessed that. I don't think any of us would have guessed that.
Yeah.
From your music, no one would have said that you seem like the type of person to do things like that. Oh, you make me hard to hurt.
You got the badass. Oh man, no, you guys are badass. Like, and of course the whip episode was funny, man.
I appreciate you so much.
The face so funny, man. But yeah, dude, I'm just I'm ecstatic that you were just and that you enjoyed it,
dude.
Yeah,
dude, it was awesome. It was touching. It was huge.
Cool, bro.
Listen, let's see where we're at. Let me see. We're gonna see. We're at 78 subscribers. Not quite there yet. 22 of you idiots. There's 22 of you maniacs in this live stream. There's 22 of you that aren't over there. Go down in the description. Click the link. It will carry you away for a second. Click subscribe. Come back. Do that right now. We're getting this guy over 100 subscribers tonight.
Wow, man, that's insane.
We're gonna do that, dude. I don't know what I want to do more. You and I need to hook up. You need to DM me on Instagram if you haven't already. If you're on there.
Oh, okay. I'll get one.
Or on Facebook or whatever. DM me on Facebook. It's at Icy
I think I did. Okay. I think I have. Just in case you didn't see it, I sent you the. No, I mean, like, in case you didn't see the video, I sent it to your Icy Mike.
Oh, yeah. Then it's probably in there. Bear with me.
Cool.
You can ask Sensei Seth.
No, it's all good.
You can ask Sensei Seth. I don't answer him either.
Oh, dude, it's all good, man. I totally like assumed that you're busy and have 1,000 things you're doing. But
close to 1,000, 900 or so.
900 plus, children. Like,
yeah,
like that's a big deal. But yeah, dude, I just like, and the fact that you took the time, I was like, I had no idea if you were gonna see it at all, but like, I did want to write something to you, and you got back to me, so I was like, oh, dude, it's a thing. I'm making it,
dude. It made my day, man. It was awesome. I appreciate you so much,
dude. Yeah. And are you gonna throw like a total tangent? But I got ADD. But are you gonna like throw a birthday party? What you got going on for your birthday?
What I was talking about. Normally we do a huge. Sensei Seth says Mike literally deletes his DMs. Doesn't even quote unquote not get them. He takes time to read them and then delete them.
That's good.
If you understood like the DM thing, man, if you could fathom the number, it's in there.
Oh, dude. Oh, I bet. I don't even fathom it yet. And
I made an effort early on to answer everybody.
Yeah.
I made an effort to answer everybody, and now Sensei Seth is putting in quotes, "I'm just so popular," like it's a humble brag, but it's like if 1% of the audience is DMing me, that's 2,000 people. I just can't. And here's the thing: that's not
a bad place to be.
It's not 2,000, and it's not DMs from like investors and bikini models. You know what I mean? It's not investors and bikini models sending me these DMs. It's guys trying to tell me about their certain type of Aikido that really does work. And I'm like,
right.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get to you.
Yeah.
But Patty, I appreciate you so much. Let's see where we're at. I'm gonna let you go, and then we're gonna
Yeah, cool, man.
We're gonna see where we're at. If we're over 80, 94 subscribers.
Nice.
We got to get 6 more. We'll get them before the end of the night. And even
All
if we
right.
don't on the replay, this is going to get some love because I'm going to leave this
Oh,
one up.
yeah. Oh, cool. That'd be awesome, man. Oh, dude, then I can send it to my brother.
Yes. Well,
Oh, nice.
thank you so much, Patty. It was great meeting you and talking to you. And we'll talk
Awesome,
soon
man.
and get hooked up.
Hell yeah. Cool, brother. Have a good birthday.
Thank you. Later. Man, let's bring on the one, the only, my protege, my little brother, my nephew, Sensei Seth.
What's up, Mike? Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. How are you?
I didn't know until I saw your thumbnail, and I was like, oh, geez.
Well,
So
I'm an adult.
That $5 was for you. Don't spend it all on self-defense gear in the dollar store.
Actually, I'm going to do some unboxing here. We're going to do some unboxing.
Ooh.
Let's see what we got. I got stuff to unbox. What is going on with you? What are you doing? Update us on the status of your channel.
Doing well. Doing some tier list stuff, ranking things, making people upset the Icy Mike way, you know?
Right. It's causing drama and strife.
Yeah. Mayhem. You know, just kind of unwrapping the whole martial arts community, making, you know, people rethink what they think.
I'm
Definitely
unwrapping.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure this is great. I'm sure this is
couldn't
great.
tell.
I'm sure this is great audio for what How did I
It
get in
sounds
here?
like you're trying to crawl your way out of a paper shredder.
I'm just going to cut it.
Yeah. that's
I'm
fine.
unwrapping
That just doesn't cut it.
a phone. Clever. I'm unwrapping an axe. I have this axe
Ooh.
here. Everyone like this axe? This is my axe.
What's the length of the handle on that axe?
Looks to be about 13 and a half inches.
Ooh, a baker's dozen of a foot.
No. That's
No?
not. That's not.
Is that not how that works?
Nope. That's not at all. And
I mean, give or take a half.
better yet, I have 2 axes. You might be asking yourself, why do I have 2 axes?
That is actually a question that came to mind.
Hey,
Yeah.
did we get an answer to the question, how many months ago is 9 months ago? Did anyone?
I want to say November.
Did anyone help me with that? That's such a
1, 2,
cheap,
3, 4,
let me
5,
tell y'all,
6,
that's such a
7,
cheap
8.
YouTube thing. Comment below, like, how many months ago was 9 months ago?
Yeah, right.
Just to get the
Comment
comments to
below
go,
your favorite season. Let me get your favorite season in the chat, everybody.
yeah. What's
1,
up?
2,
What is
3.
your, do you drink coffee? What do you put in your coffee? Cuz63 says, Icy Mike is proving he can fight his way out of a paper bag. Yeah, that's a plastic bag.
Let's level up. It's October, by the way.
October. So people are boning in October was the joke.
Yeah.
That it's
Yeah,
taking
lots
this
of
long.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween banging.
Halloweenies, yeah.
So these axes are because the thing about YouTube is when you find something that works, you lean into it.
Mm-hmm.
So what these axes are, everyone ready? Watch. Everyone watching? Watch closely. They're foam. They're foam axes.
I was wondering for what the punchline was.
I'm banging. Well, oh, you're on. I'm banging myself in the head with them.
Oh,
I'm hitting myself
okay,
in the head
gotcha.
with the phone. Actually, these are much more stout than I'd thought. They've actually got a bit of a firm edge. It doesn't really. I thought it would be. They said foam axe, so I was thinking like Nerf. These
Yeah.
are more like hard, firm.
That
Hard foam.
That might be
They're firm foam.
actually a pretty slick way for you to get into like a Nerf ambassador or like brand thing. Is doing like all your self-defense stuff
and
with
and
Nerf
insist
guns
Nerf,
and
yeah,
weapons
Nerf
and-
versions of everything.
Yes, Mike.
Dude, get that Nerf money like Wonder Boy.
Get that Nerf money's.
Dude, I already
cash.
ordered a bunch of stuff though. Damn it.
Hmm.
I'll figure it out. I mean, it's not expensive stuff. Get that Nerf money.
That Nerf money.
But I bought these axes because I'm about to assert, I've always kind of thought this. I didn't know that this was a thing. So YouTube is all about leaning into things that are working. So YouTube, we're all just trying stuff. And then when it works, we lean into it. And when it quits working, we try to lean a different way. This lookup table that I have going on. Did you see? Can you see me on the? You're not looking at me right now, but you saw me earlier.
Yes.
Dude, this lookup table. Your boy is looking pretty good.
Birthday fresh.
Yeah, I look kind of tan. I've been getting pale because I'm not doing anything outside anymore. But so I'm leaning into the idea. I've always thought this. I've always had I have this odd obsession with self-defense weapons anyway. I've always thought that a tomahawk was like a super legit self-defense weapon. Like I really think like a tomahawk just checks all. If you for lethal self-defense, that's not a gun. You know what I mean? Like we've removed guns from the equation. The next thing I think is tomahawk. And I've always
see why you'd say that.
I've always thought that. And when I made the video and I kind of touched on the tomahawk, and actually I spent more time on the hammer than the tomahawk, even though they're like cousins. The tomahawk, the tamer and the tomahawk. The hammer and the tomahawk are related so closely that I think that most of the tactics and techniques translate over. If it's not a gun and you need like lethal force, I think a tomahawk is the best thing. So I bought these foam axes so that me and Jay can play with foam axes. I also have a machete on the way and I have a hammer on the way. But what's
funny is that this is like the slippery slope to you like just playing with children's toys. Like it's just gonna keep these are still a little hard.
Yeah. Like I'm reviewing Nerf toys.
This is how people get into LARPing.
Yeah, and then the channel is gonna be something very different. Like someone that hasn't checked their subscriptions in a while. Your girlfriend breaks up with you, so you get on YouTube to watch some shit, and you haven't watched anything in a year because you had a girlfriend, and then
you had anything else to do.
Yeah. What's my excuse? I'm on YouTube all the time. I have plenty to do. I think the biggest hurdle in being a YouTuber is watching YouTube. The amount of time that I spend watching YouTube, and I try to tell myself it's research. Yeah,
right. And what's funny is I almost don't watch YouTube that's relevant to stuff that I do at all. Most of the YouTube that I watch has nothing to do with martial arts.
Well, Rachel Brodemarkle says, Mike, please show us how to use those. ... Listen, Rachel. Don't you know how I feel about the ellipsis?
That was a 3 times ellipsis right there.
That's a huge ellipsis. You should know, if you watch this channel, you should know how I feel about the ellipsis. It's 3 dots only.
Unless
Nick Arnold says, bro, why is a tomahawk a self-defense weapon but a knife isn't?
Well,
I need to do that video. I can't wait to do that video.
I was just thinking I might have you as a guest on one of my tier list videos where we just do a tier list on self-defense weapons.
I feel like that should be one of my videos and you're a guest.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? I know it's your thing, but a lot of your things are things I told you to go to.
Not the tier list one, though. That one
no, I'm not saying the tier list. I'm saying a lot of the things on your channel are things that I told you to do.
It's debatable. There's no proof.
There is plenty of... It's literally... There's literally videos of me giving you the ideas.
I don't know.
But it'd be like your guest shot. You come onto my channel to do one of your tier lists, tier lists.
No, yeah.
Like your thing. The Equalizer video. That was sort of your idea. And then I just sort of fleshed it out. It was
and then what's funny is the restaurant idea was sort of your idea,
and then you fleshed it out.
And then exactly.
Yeah. I didn't mean for you to do that one.
So what's ownership of an idea in the first place?
Ideas are meaningless. Ideas are pointless. A lot of people get hung up on the fact that they have ideas.
Yeah, it's about
Buckshot 87 says, "Can you test the cold steel Sjambach, please, bro. Look, dude, I know what you're trying to do, and you're a bad person. The thing that he's talking about, Seth, in case you don't know, is a very vicious whip type device, and he wants me to test it out. So you can kiss my ass, but sure, we'll probably do
that. we'll see how views get for this next one. We'll count the numbers. We'll go back and we'll go into your office. We'll decide.
Yeah. But Rachel, with her extensive ellipses, wants to know. Someone said, "Be ready." Self-defense said, "Plot twist: Mike has an incredibly hard head," because I was on video hitting myself in the head with an axe that appeared. If you just glance at it, like it wasn't obvious that it was a toy. Maybe, I don't know how it looks on camera. But so Rachel, there's a lot you can do with the Tomahawk, and I'm gonna do a whole video on it. But it basically stems from the fact that you have to be able to grip it at different points and do different things with it, and understand like how to use it like in close range and that sort of thing. But I think that a Tomahawk is second in lethal weapons. I think it's firearm, which you have different types of firearms. But if you remove firearm, I think a tomahawk or hatchet or axe of this size or so is easily the, machete's in there. We're going to do machete versus hammer soon. I need to find someone to argue machete. Shouldn't be too hard. Most people said machete. I'm going to argue hammer, and I want someone else to argue machete. So that's going to be kind of my new format, Seth. I thought I would tell you. That seems like a... I was going to say, it seems like something that how you think about video ideas, like a format of like, I just take two self-defense weapons and put them against each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had sent you a text earlier, not that you would have known at all.
I wouldn't know.
But I was initiating a conversation about something that was like format based.
Oh, Seth has been sending me text messages. No, you didn't send me anything. I mean, you have sent me some things, but I don't see that
It was just one. Oh, no.
Do you listen to Think Media's podcast?
Yeah. It's talking about doing shows and like how like the most popular people break their stuff into shows.
Oh, yeah. Like have different formats. Like on Tuesdays they do this, on Fridays they do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what I've been doing now. I've actually dropped the Wednesday upload, and I'm just doing this now.
Whoa.
There's MMA for weapons. Yeah, dude, that stuff is nuts. Do you play to add optic? I think you mean do you plan? Adam Griffin says, do you plan to add optic to the AR? No, I've always been a iron sights kind of guy. You know what I mean? I just learned on iron sights, and I wasn't military. I was just law enforcement, and our engagement distances were always inside 50 yards. Always, usually inside 25 yards. So optics were never important. I had a long sight radius on my duty rifle, and I was sort of like the designated marksman. But even then, I'm 25, 30 yards from the back door of a trailer, sitting in the woods. I just needed iron sights. Seth, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know where you're at on the weapon stuff.
I'm right here with you.
Okay. But there's lots of things you can do with a Tomahawk, and I'm going to do a whole video on it, on that SOG Fast Talk. What else did I get? I got some more stuff. Seth, what else do you have planned? What were you about to say? You would love for me to what? Let's talk about me. It's my birthday and my channel.
I'd like for you to make a video on your opinion on weapons that are designed to be thrown, because I feel like you have
I said in the end of the video, if you throw it, you're a badass no matter what happens after that. And then I actually thought about, and then what's crazy, we're in this groupthink thing when it comes to online martial arts. I saw a ton of videos of guys throwing knives like the next day. There was guys throwing knives on Instagram and stuff like that. And then today, on my way down to the trampoline park, we drove past an axe throwing place, like a place you can go and get drunk and throw axes. Yeah. And I thought, well, throwing weapons for self-defense. I kind of mostly think it's bullshit. Short version.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the answer I figured you were.
Yeah, I've touched on the idea of throwing an object at a person in order to distract them so you could either then attack them or escape, but...
Yeah, but not your weapon.
Yeah, throwing a weapon. What else we got? Oh, snap. Here's another little YouTube trick. Comment below what you think these are for. These are 12 gram CO2 cartridges.
I was gonna have you shake it, and I was gonna guess.
Oh, sorry.
12-gram CO2 cartridge.
How'd you guess?
It's I don't know. Luck.
What is this? Oh. I know. So that's a surprise. That's a surprise. The rest of this stuff is all surprises. But we got these axes, yo. Rachel Brodemarkle, again, now with all caps. This chick and her grammar and syntax and stuff, she's making me crazy. Seriously, can you land that accurately? Like, can I throw that? I can throw an axe pretty good at a stationary target. I'm pretty good with a thrown object. I am naturally good with a thrown object, but I have not practiced a lot. So I think if I practiced a lot, I could. But it would be sort of, Seth, I think a good example of me with throwing weapons would be like you with, say, like a jumping, spinning heel kick. Like, sure, you can do it. Right. But if you were cornering me, you would tell me not to do that.
Yeah, and I also probably wouldn't do it on, like, that wouldn't be my first choice.
Right.
But could I pull it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. You can do it. You are physically capable of doing it, and you're exceptional at that. But
right.
You wouldn't recommend that for anybody to do, because we all know what happened the last time I tried a jumping spinning wheel kick. Do we remember that?
We do. And what's funny, and I just thought about this now, one of the first videos we made where we played horse.
Yeah.
And I made some comment about like,
well,
I can't do half the stuff you can. I was like, well, we'll figure it out. And then I'm gonna clip this together. I'm gonna put it on Instagram now that I think about it.
Dude,
I'm gonna have that
what you did, you acted like I didn't know what a kick was. You did a jumping spinning crescent kick to a bottle sticking out of the top.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That I'm even thinking about a different bit than that.
Oh. You made a face like I don't know if you know like how to do this, but it's like this. And then you try to tell me how to do it, and I'm like, motherfucker, I know how to do that kick, dude. You don't know me. This was like when we first met. I was like, you don't know me, and I nailed that kick first try and hit the water bottle.
But guess what? That's not what the clip is gonna be.
Whatever. I don't know what you're on about, but I'm talking about this.
It's gonna cut straight to the competition. It's gonna be like, you know what that kick is, and then it's gonna like go into a dream mode.
Oh, you think you're so fucking funny. You think you're so funny.
Also, I think the Rachel girl just wants you to throw that inside of your house.
It was foam, so.
Oh well.
Let's look at this. Let's bring this up.
Was yelling for him to punch more.
Oh my god.
Even if like.
Oh
he's
no.
Not gonna beat me with the boxing.
Oh no.
If he's punching,
boom! I kicked him in the head. That didn't count for anything.
Now
I ducked a kick.
We've been working on.
You know.
I know I've joked before.
You know what's funny is, Seth, do you know how many kicks I duck? You've seen me duck kicks. That's it. I think that's a prime example of what we were just talking about. Something that I do that I would never ever coach someone to do.
Yeah.
Like I'd never say duck a kick. Like that's a terrible idea. Ducking kicks.
Here we are. We get tied up.
I do it, but it's. Oh, here we go.
But I need to stop because here's what.
Oh man, am I missing this?
You've seen it. I know you've watched it like 75 times.
I've got it. Like, you know how you can hold. Well, you might not know. On iPhones, you can hold the lock.
Oh, and just slide it back and forth.
And it'll play a video if you hold it. That's my video. That's the video I have on my lock screen.
People that I was familiar with.
Here we go.
Apparently, when you jump and spin at the same, slight changes in your trajectory can have severe consequences. This being one of them.
Oh God. Oh.
After the ripping I got 2 weeks ago on the kata, this just feels right.
So
fair.
That's
fair enough. Fair enough.
You handled it well, though. There's only one way to handle that. You did the right thing.
What? Like
you
not
just
cry?
Lean into it. Yeah, you gotta just lean into it.
Not cry? Oh, man. It was like a Hail Mary sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's just a Hail Mary. I just jump, spin, turn, kick. Buckshot 87 with the super chat says, "What do you think of Lethwei, Mike?" It's just awesome. I think it's kind of like it's damn near close to the it's the most purest form of striking. You know, I don't think any strike. I don't think there's anything that you can do with your body that is striking. I guess they can't eye gouge. You know what I mean? Like they can't target the eyes with the fingers.
Yeah, but I mean, would they?
I wouldn't. Actually, I do have an idea about that. We can talk a little bit. I want your opinion right now.
Sure.
I guess they can't do low blows in Lethwei, I assume.
Probably not. Lethwei is like what I expect Muay Thai practitioners do when they're drunk.
Yeah,
they're just like trying to have a good time. So
I've always hated on eye pokes, groin strikes, biting, that sort of stuff. And I've actually, in my mind, I've created a narrow scenario where I think that they are. It's such a narrow scenario. I want your opinion on this.
Okay.
Say I have a problem. Say I get into some shit and I have a problem with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. You know, a guy who's definitely can grapple better than me. Or I get into a problem with a professional boxer. You know what I mean? Like I have hey, let's go outside the gym and go fight in the parking lot because we actually don't like each other. You know what I mean? I think in those two cases, like those types of scenarios where I'm facing a person who is more skilled than me in that discipline, I think that's the one narrow circumstance. And like I said, it's super narrow because professional fighters or high-level jiu-jitsu practitioners aren't mugging you or robbing you. You know what I mean? If I got into some shit with a guy who had a lot of rank on me in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and he took me down to the ground and I started fucking biting him and sticking my thumbs in his eyes and then scrambling to get back to my feet so I could kickbox him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So are you cool with like pinching too? Is pinching allowed?
Someone was that you asking me about that the other day? Someone just asked me yesterday about pinching. Was there recently a video released about pinching?
Not that I know of.
Oh, yesterday someone asked me my opinion on pinching in self-defense.
Like squeezing the back of the arms or the love handles?
Dude, there's a guy here locally that teaches that shit.
I don't blame him. If somebody gets on top of me, I'm squeezing those love handles hard.
Dude, are you serious?
Those love handles, yeah, man.
Dude,
yeah,
no, you need to be.
If I can't get up.
If you can't get up, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, say like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt or like college wrestler takes me down. They hit me for the double. In my mind, I know I'm going down. You know what I mean? I know I'm hitting the ground. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not going to I can fight the takedown and maybe try to some short strikes or try to transition or try to scramble when we hit the ground. But I'm probably need to concede that I'm going to be taken down. Yeah. I think if we hit the ground and I immediately bite and then immediately scramble, you know what I mean? I think that's a narrow set of circumstances where it actually is a viable technique. Because if the person is not trained, then my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, my wrestling, my striking, my Muay Thai, my boxing, or my whatever my martial art, my karate, whatever my martial art is, right, that will be enough and be better than biting and groin stomping. You know what I mean? Sure. Yeah. And if he is better than, if he's bigger, stronger, better than me, or better trained than me, that biting and pinching and eye gouging won't help. I think it only helps trained martial artist who's better than you attacking, like an exceptional martial artist attacking a mediocre martial artist. Yeah. The mediocre martial artist goes straight to it, because there is some truth, and this is one thing I will concede. There's some truth. For instance, you and I kick each other in the inside of our legs over and over and over again and never flinch like a groin strike is coming. Right. I think full well if we were in the middle of fighting, like if you and I got in a fight and I hauled off and kicked you between the legs, you would not close your legs up like a normal untrained person would, because you're not trained to, you know what I mean? Yeah. We're conditioned, like we stand wide. We've got cups on and shin guards on. You know what I mean? So
I don't wear cups.
Well, okay. You know what I mean, though. Don't be obtuse.
Did you call me fat?
No, obtuse. Not like an obtuse angle, like an obtuse person.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think about that? My current position.
I feel like my first reaction is that those things like only hurt really bad when you're not in the middle of a fight.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
That's my thought is like somebody's on top of me. I know I'm not going anywhere. You have like a conversation and then you do it. So like once they feel like they're like out of that range where they're fighting you, then you go for it, you know?
I don't know. I think if you
Pull
double
them out
leg
of
me,
that.
if you double leg me, and as we're hitting the ground, I lock teeth onto your trap. You know what I mean? And bite down as hard as I can. It's going to disrupt. Like normally you'd be moving to position. You know what I mean? You should be doubling and carrying through and like moving to, trying to secure your next position.
Yeah.
I really think I'm going to connect my teeth with your trap in between them. Then overhook and then get to my feet. Whereas if I had not done that and I tried to overhook and get to my feet, I don't think I would have made it if you were a significantly better or larger grappler than me.
See, I don't want to be that guy. But if somebody's grappling you and then you bite on their shoulder, I feel like they're like if somebody already took you down and handled you in wrestling, they're going to drive their shoulder into your mouth.
Yeah. But what I'm counting on is them. They're in a mode.
Like
they're gonna
surprise.
Yes. Yeah. Not that it's gonna like they're gonna be defeated. Like, oh my God, he bit me. He's so crazy and scary that I have to get up off of him. I think it's boom, concede the takedown, pull guard, bite down, overhook, start scrambling to my feet the same way I would without the bite. Like I still need the skills to support it. I'm saying that I think that it could help me mitigate a skill or size or attribute discrepancy between me and another trained person. Untrained person, I don't think it's worth doing. But I'm saying if a trained wrestler or grappler takes me down, I'm going to have a harder time getting up.
I think it comes down to what level of pain would catch somebody off guard. Like when we get
if he's just a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy and I start biting him or hitting him or eye gouging him, he's gonna be like, "Okay, you're supposed to do that. We're supposed to just roll around." You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because they're not used to that level of pain. But for us, like we're getting used to punch in the face all the time. Punch in the face has got to hurt worse than getting bit, right?
Strikers are tougher than grapplers, is what we're saying.
100%. So if you're used to a certain level of pain and like brushing things off, like if you get kicked in the leg and your knee tweaks a little bit, do you think that's worse pain than getting bit?
I think
because if it tweaks a little
I think
bit
it's
and
mentally.
you still go,
I'm talking about. I think mentally. If I get kicked and punched, I've had my nose broken and didn't turn. You know what I mean, and just stared straight into the. You know what I mean? That story I always tell about the second time my nose was broken. First time I cried like a baby and fell down. Second time I was like, ha ha ha. But I think if someone bit me, I would recoil and be like, what the,
Yeah.
That's just where I'm at on the biting thing. Not that I think it's worth training, but I think it's kind of.
It sounds like you have to pressure test it. Like to just one round be like, hey, look, any of you guys are allowed to bite me for the whole day.
I don't know. So we've been talking about me and Seth are going to do a round of grappling, being that neither one of us are grapplers, and everyone wants to see me and Seth grapple each other. So
I'll warn you, I've been working with my wrestling buddy recently.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
And you think that's going to be the problem? It's not going to be the fact that you're a foot taller than me and 100 pounds heavier.
I mean, you can have more than one problem, Mike.
you think like, oh, you drilled some takedowns for an hour a couple times, and like that's going to be more important than the fact that you are literally an entire another person on top of me.
I'm just saying you can have more than one problem. Jay-Z had 99.
Yeah, but Sensei Seth wasn't one. Sensei Seth is the
I've never been a bother to Jay-Z.
Sensei Seth is the type of guy that we make an offhand comment about, hey, we should do a grappling round. That would be entertaining. And he goes into camp for that.
I would absolutely do that.
Like I said, after we got off the conversation where people were talking about us boxing each other in a boxing ring, you know what I mean? I was like, Seth's looking for a boxing ring right now. He's like trying to find a place. He's like, shit, is it different?
I've like you do with your basketball court when you're like 12 years old and you line off where the free throw is and you line off the free throw line.
Yeah, like put some chalk on the ground. Like,
yeah,
is it different? Oh shit, this is different.
Wow, this is pretty small. Okay, well,
yeah, where do
I guess
am I allowed to jump
to
over the ropes?
Am I allowed to jump off of the ropes? Is a better question.
Dude, I would take those odds, man. I'm springy, man. I can't spin as good as you, but I can jump pretty good, man.
Yeah. I will concede to that. You are a bit of a jumper.
We need to check on Patty Malarkey.
Yeah, how's Patty looking? I've subbed to Patty with
97 subscribers. Listen.
3.
Listen, you fuckers. Patty Malarkey has 97 subscribers. There's a link in the description below. If you are not... Go ahead, Seth.
If somebody can prove to me that they were the 100th subscriber, I'll send them a free sidekicks course.
Ooh. That thing's valuable.
Yeah.
That thing's valuable. What about a double axe? I wonder how a double axe would hit. I don't mean like
at the same time?
Like I'm holding the two... You're not watching, but I'm holding the two axes like flush with each other side by side parallel. So it's like two axe blades sticking in the same direction.
I thought you were talking about like a double axe kick.
Double axe kick?
At the same time, like where both of your legs come up to your head and then drop down.
Or without doing a front flip?
Yes.
That'd be hard.
Like a drop kick, but it's coming north to south.
Without a front flip, that would be hard. With a front flip, I think that would be a devastating attack. Let's see. I'm not going to rest until we got Patty Malarkey over 100 subscribers. 98. Come on. This thing's going to grind to a halt. I'm perfectly willing to... Oh, we got Vincent MMA Life trying to call in. Vincent MMA Life.
What's up, Mike? Hey,
what's up, Vincent?
Happy birthday.
Thank you, brother.
What's up, Vincent?
It's like 4 a.m. here, so I woke up early for the podcast finally again.
Oh, thank you, man.
So how are you guys doing?
We're doing great. What's up with you?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Just had a talk with Nick Drosos. You know him, I think, from YouTube.
Yeah, I know who Nick is. Yeah. 100 subscribers, and Seth, we're saying top 5 says 100 sub. He says he wants his sidekick course. He has
Congratulations for what was the guy called? I just subbed to him.
Patty Malarkey. There's a link in the description of this video. He made a theme song for Hard to Hurt. He wrote a whole song and recorded it about Hard to Hurt. So top
amazing
5,
guy.
I'm assuming. Seth, tell top 5 what he needs to do.
Just DM me, buddy, on Instagram. @sensei_Seth. Oh, I have another person who also said they have a screenshot. Just DM me. If you have a screenshot of it, DM me. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Pause. Wait a second.
What?
That's not going to be hard to get a screenshot.
Well,
Anyway.
he's over 100 now. He's at 102.
Oh, is he great? Okay.
Yeah. So it's like everyone goes, everyone goes to screenshot it right now. Here, two people unsubscribe so we can all screenshot it.
So you can all just hop on board.
Everyone get that course.
First person to DM me. How about that?
First person
To be honest,
it's
you know, you
top
can do
5.
whatever you want to get a free sidekick course from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's top 5. He was the first one to say it, and he's the most clear, you know. So
Yeah.
I think it was him.
What's really funny is I did that one time on Instagram, and I had a guy make a fake account and say, "Hey, that was me." And like he clearly had just made the account. He's like, "Hey, I won that thing you were talking about."
Oh,
it's totally me.
I've thought about that. Like because I'm trying to figure out how to do a giveaway on a live stream, and I'm gonna say like, hey, you in the comments, go DM me on Instagram, and I'll send it to you. And then I was worried someone else would DM me. So now
somebody did it.
So my fears were founded. So now I think that what you have to do is you have to get the person to DM you like a password, and then get the guy in the comments to say the password after you get the DM, so that you know you're talking to the right guy.
Ooh, that's smart. Yeah.
But I thought about that very scenario today because I need to give away some. Rev Gear sent me some stuff to give away.
Oh, sick.
M Wall says, "Wait, is Mike Sensei Seth's sidekick?"
Yes, correct.
No, opposite of that. The other way around there, good buddy.
What does that make Vincent? What is Vincent there?
He's a featured guest.
I'm like Mike's ugly, ugly adopted kid or something like that.
Like a nephew.
He's our pod daddy.
Yeah.
Mike didn't even adopt you.
No, you're like a nephew that I don't like, but I let them come over to my house anyway.
Like, the sister's kind of a bum.
Yeah. I guess I have to be nice to these kids and let them play with my kids. I don't know that I want to, but I guess I'm supposed to. Vincent, you've recently interviewed me on your podcast.
Yeah, indeed. And it was a great time, my man. We just uploaded the 3rd episode.
The what episode?
We cut it in 3. Yeah, we cut it in 3 episodes. So.
What kind of episode?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
What episode was it?
The 3rd.
So there was the first episode. Then there was the second episode. Then there was the... What kind of episode? Say it one more time, Vincent. First, second. Come on, Vincent. After first, then second, then what?
Gosh, sorry.
He won't do it. He won't do it. He knows. He's on to me.
Oh my gosh.
This is Vincent MMA Life. He uploads a podcast called Chat Combat, and you can go subscribe to that. I'm gonna put this
with my co-host Rance Davis. You can find it on Rance Davis's channel and on my channel, Vincent MMA Life.
Why do y'all do that? Why can't y'all pick a place to put it?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, kind of. But when you have smaller channels, you can reach a bigger audience with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you need to consolidate. I think you need to pick somebody's house to have the poker game at, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working. We're making just an official Chat Combat channel. So,
yeah.
And then we also make a second channel from that. Like Chat Combat clips.
Or even split it up maybe and go like one person post the
no.
person.
Don't listen.
No, you don't think so?
No. They need to pick one of their channels. Either one. Doesn't matter. Don't make a new one because you've already got content posted. Pick one of them. It's not like either of y'all were already doing big things with that channel. You know what I mean? You rename it. Totally. You rename it Chat Combat, right? And just let it run. Let it run, and it's both y'all's channel. Just somebody needs to give it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I get what you mean.
Yeah, because it's got to be in one place. Because it seems like it makes sense now. Like, we just think, well, I've got a couple people, you've got a couple people, and whoever wants to look at it should look at it. But if you ever want to be big, it can't be in 2 places.
Yeah, I get that. But Rance already had he now has 50 subscribers, and I have 93. So. So it's that was our indeed our first thought. We reach more people with this, but I get what you're saying.
I think it should be.
I'd be willing to bet though that a lot of those 53 and those, or the 50 and the 93,
they're the same people.
They're the same people. Yeah.
I think it should be. I'm gonna vote. I love Renz, but I'm gonna vote. I think it should go to you. That's you get my vote. Your channel should become the main.
Maybe on Rance's channel we could upload the clips, like little parts.
So here we go. You're exactly right because that even fits with your personalities because you are you're like the straight man. You're the more like the more serious one. The main podcast goes on your channel, and then outtakes and clips and funny stuff and edits and things like that go on Renz's channel because he's the wild card. He's the color commentator.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, he makes the funny edits.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. Seth, do you concur?
Yeah, that works for me.
You know what just happened there?
I'm
gonna tell you what just happened.
Funny if you would say no.
No, this is what happened. Is he wanted to disagree because he didn't want to seem like he always just agrees with me because he didn't want to seem like my sidekick. But then he realized it actually is the best idea. He wanted me to be wrong. He's like, Kristen is the same way. She wants me to be wrong so bad. She will argue, I'm right so many times in a row. She'll
Yeah.
argue and argue and argue, just wanting me to be wrong one time. Is that what happened, Seth?
But you know,
Well, it was a little bit of that, and then I did like the idea of splitting the podcast in half.
Mm-mm.
But
Converting
But-
people across is so hard.
yeah, it's a good point.
Wherever they land first is where they're going to stay. Converting is
Yeah.
so hard. Mark Suarez with the super chat said with $49.99 says, "Happy birthday, Icy Mike. Barely catching this between Zoom and rehearsal. I saw that interview on Renz Davis. I'm looking forward to that weapons vid. We're going to do some Tomahawk stuff. Mark, I appreciate you so much. What are you rehearsing for? That sounds interesting. Anytime someone says I was at rehearsal, you know that they're doing something cool.
That's a flex.
Yeah. So
That's like such a cool
but
way to
Mike,
go
by the way,
about
do
it,
you have
too.
any new guests coming up for the podcast?
I need to get back together on that. I'm toying with changing the time. Someone commented, where'd it go? Eric Velasquez says, Mike is Seth's side piece. Please. Please. Melonhead says M4 giveaway. Yeah, we ain't quite on that level yet, buddy. Like, it's going to be like a backpack and maybe some boxing gloves, bro. It's not going to be an M4. Vincent doesn't know. An M4 is a rifle. It's a very expensive gun. I know you don't have guns. There are no guns wherever you are.
I know guns, but I just can't own them. But
we have Call of Duty over here, Mike.
Indeed, you say.
Oh man.
You know, do you know about that Fortnite? Do you know?
Yeah, my son wants to play Fortnite so bad I won't let him play. He's very upset about it.
No, don't let him play.
Why?
Why won't I let him play?
Yeah.
Does anyone, Vincent? Do you know why I won't let him play? I wonder if you know, because you said don't let him play. So
because people like Seth are on there.
Because people like Seth are on there. Actually, it's not totally about the violence. You know what I mean? Because he plays some pretty violent video games.
I was gonna say it's probably the least of the violent ones.
My concern is that they have sort of perfected the addictiveness of that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
When I hear stories about NFL players tanking their careers because they can't get off Fortnite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
I understand this. They've perfected that, and he has an addictive personality. Like when he gets a new thing, he has to get everything that goes with it. He wants all the accessories. He cannot.
Ooh, yeah.
He just can't be happy with what he's got. So he's gonna want to spend money on that thing, and I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna lead down that dark road of addiction, and he's 11, so I'm not ready to do that yet.
That's fair.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's smart.
Well, so Vincent, you said you've got Nick Drosos. You got a episode with him coming out, and you guys also had.
You know, this for everyone who is listening. You know, this Friday we'll have the episode with professional MMA fighter Jeff Chen from MMA Shredded on.
Yeah.
This Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm curious.
I put a link in the description below if you want to go subscribe to Vincent MMA Life. Sorry, I got caught up with my accents
but
here.
today we just interviewed Nick Drosos, and just before that we interviewed Sensei Ando. Both great guys.
What was talking? Go ahead, Seth.
Vincent, I'm curious. Do you have as having interviewed a bunch of people now, do you have like a go-to question that you think is like an absolute is going to give you a good like bit of content?
Well, we did ask everyone the same question. Rance came up for this idea. Who would you rather fight, Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme? And I'm not saying the answer, but everybody has the same answer until now.
It's who they'd rather fight?
Who they'd rather fight? Like they want to fight against them.
Yeah, like in a full blown out,
That is a good
fight to the
question.
death situation.
So
fight to the death. Okay, yeah.
So in the comments right now, so what we're talking about is Vincent MMA Life and Renz Davis do a podcast called Chat Combat. There's a link in the description of this video. And he interviews very, very famous and important internet martial artists like myself. He
starting from most to least so far.
Also occasionally slums it with guys like Seth, but he has
Seth
real
was our
legit
first
dudes on
guest,
there.
by the way.
Yeah, that was a practice run. He has real legit dudes on there like Icy Mike and Jeff Chan. And he also has, dorks on there like Sensei Seth and Sensei Ando, guys that put Sensei in their screen name. But he asks all of them. I didn't give myself that nickname. He asks all of them, who would you rather fight, Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme? I want to know right now, who would you rather fight, Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme? That's what I want to know from the people in the comments. And if you want to go debate that, you need to go over to Fabian Aguian with the super chat says, I'd pay to light up Seagal. Everyone wants to beat him. Jeff Mager says, I think
if you don't give him a handshake, you know you win.
Yeah.
Because of the Aikido.
Oh, yeah. Just don't shake his hand.
Against unwanted handshakes.
Dexter Morgan says, imagine JRE number 1876, Icy Mike, Seth Adams.
What was really funny is I was just saying Dexter because I was about to read that comment. And that's my goal, Mike. That's going to be how I repay you. I'm going to get us both on JRE. You don't have to even think about it. We're going to get there.
You think so?
One year, yes.
In 1 year, we're going to be on JRE.
Yes, give or take.
Somebody's never mind, I'm recording. I was like, somebody record that. Somebody record him saying that.
Yeah, no, that's
I forgot that we're doing this right now live. And it's recorded.
Let's see here. What are we at? How many minutes, how many seconds into it? Yep, keep in mind.
We're at 1 minute 42 seconds into it. It'll probably end up being
By the way, Mike, I didn't know if this was rude to ask, but how old did you get?
39. I'm 39. I turned 39
that's
today.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Not quite 40. Though
Not quite 40.
I had a client tell me yesterday, she said that 40 is the shit. That 40 is awesome. Because she said 40 is like, after that happens, what else can they do to you? It's like losing your first fight is what I figured by what she was saying. It's like, what else can you take from me? You know? Like, really, what else are you going to do to me? I'm already 40.
Yeah.
Mark Suarez with that big super chat, man, that blows me away. I appreciate the support so much. It means so much to me. You guys that support the channel and allow me to continue to do this important work that I'm doing here.
But you also uploaded, on your Instagram something, that you feel like you have to choose sometimes between, your gym, RKM training, and your YouTube channel.
Yes.
Have you any more thoughts on that?
Y'all see how good he is? Seth, we talked about this, right?
Yeah,
see how good Vincent is at this? Vincent, you're really, really good at this.
Thank you, my man. Thank you for the compliment. You
are very good at interviewing. You came on my show and interviewed me. Yes, so I'm turning 40 is basically losing the fight. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough because it's hard to decide because as the YouTube channel grows, I feel pressure to deliver like a higher level of content, more important content, and like more meaningful stuff. You know what I mean, and more.
Yeah.
Put more into each thing, and not just keep making the same type of things over and over again, which is easy to do. A technique video takes us very little, time and energy. So when I want to do cool stuff, like when me and Seth went to the grocery store or the stuff, that video, those of you guys who don't do YouTube, you don't know this, but those of you who do, that video I made where it looks like it's just me in my house, like playing with weapons, that video took forever to shoot and edit. That was a hard video to make. So
you did everything on a tripod, right?
People don't realize how much time goes into filming, but also editing.
Yes. And Seth, you know what it's like filming on when you're on a tripod. It's a nightmare. It's like
tripod's rough.
Yeah, it quadruples the amount of time it takes. And then you end up with all that raw footage.
Especially if you want to like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you want to make it good quality. Like it'd be pretty easy to just set it there and then hit record. But if you want to like give it some dynamic.
Right. If you just want to sit there and talk to it, that'd be easy. But
Mike, since you say, you know, that you've got the feeling that you got to choose sometimes, you know, what would you do differently, you know, if you would, let's say, you know, choose your YouTube channel over your gym? Because like you said, you know, it works best if it's like, you know, 50-50.
Yeah,
because they both complement each other.
Look how good he is. He put me right back on track. We were fucking rambling, and he circled me back to the question because I didn't actually answer it. Vincent.
He did.
Dude, you're good, man. You are good. You're really good. Y'all, like, go subscribe to Vincent MMA Life right now. He's really good at this. No, so I've been doing 50-50. And so both of them have been sort of like growing, like sort of crawling along. You know what I mean? But I want to I want one or the other to like explode. So I need to go like, not necessarily, I want to go like 70-30. You know what I mean? Like where I'm 70% into something. I think to answer your question, like what I should do differently is I really think I need to find like-minded people that share my vision to share some of the load at the studio. You know what I mean? And that would...
Yeah, so you want to, you know, give some I wouldn't say control, but, you know, some... Yeah, you know, somebody that can take classes for you.
Right, somebody teach
some of the classes for you.
Yeah, somebody teach some of the classes, and I wouldn't even mind. And it's not the time so much. I kind of have plenty of time. It's like mental energy. I didn't realize how mentally draining some of this stuff is. I would even love if there was a guy that taught some of the classes. I would still go to the classes and just be in them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
indeed.
if somebody else, then when it's over, if I could just like put my gloves in my bag and walk out, you know, I could get there. You don't have to set up. I didn't have to think about what I was going to do, and I could be working on videos. That's what I kind of want to do.
Yeah, but also with your YouTube channel, do you do all the editing yourself?
I do everything.
Yeah, isn't it maybe an idea to, you know, I don't know how good your son, you know, is with this stuff, but maybe you reach out to someone who can, you know, do the editing for you, because that's already a huge, you know, that's already, you know, so much work that you don't have to do anymore.
The issue so far, editing, I've gotten faster at it over the years.
Yeah.
Where I'm stuck right now, the biggest issue, I'll tell you exactly what I need. Kristen said, "What do you need?" She said, "If you could have anything, what do you need?" And I said, "I need another martial arts / fitness professional that's not too much, that's of equal skill and experience to me, that's not too much bigger than me." And she said, "So you need another you?" And I was like, "Yes." And she's like, "Why?" I said, "Because filming videos." So like when I want to film any martial arts related video, the only people I have are fucking humongous. You know what I mean? And that
I get what you're saying.
That has legitimately been an obstacle in the filming and creation of some of the content. Like just some stuff just doesn't. When I look at it back, I'm like, this looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous that I would do this to this person. You know what I mean? Like I can't even.
Yeah.
And I would love to have I'll tell you exactly what I have. I'd like to have me, but instead of a kickboxer, he's a wrestler, and he teaches grappling classes at the gym, and we make videos together. I would love to have.
Perfect, indeed.
I would love to have a grappling specialist that could be on camera and help me make content and help me run classes, and just find the right guy. I want a wrestling coach for the studio and this channel. That's what I want.
Is your studio, you know, is it mostly striking?
All striking, 100%.
All right. But also some, you know, stand-up grappling, like dirty boxing, right?
Yeah, well, so clinching, the clinching,
Yeah.
and there's some Greco-Roman-ish elements to some of the bare knuckle boxing curriculum has a lot of principles and techniques from Greco-Roman wrestling.
All right, great.
Damn, Vince, you're good, man. You just got me.
He
You know what I mean? He just like got
I
me.
was just sitting back. I felt like I was listening to a private version of a podcast.
He just imperfected me. You know what I mean?
He
He
did.
just peeled it all back and got me to say out
Is there
loud
already
what I need.
Is there already coming some merch out for Imperfect?
Say
You know,
what?
like a T-shirt or something like that. Some merch.
No, I haven't done. No, I haven't. See, that's the other kind of shit. I love making videos. I actually love making videos, and I love teaching classes.
Yeah.
It's everything else. I hate making websites. I hate uploading pictures. I hate doing Instagram. I hate making thumbnails. I hate making T-shirts. I hate updating the blog. I hate you know what I mean. I hate all that stuff.
So-
I got a pile of giveaway stuff that I need to take to the post office that I owe to people. I have like whips and flashlights and T-shirts that I'm supposed to send to people, and I've had it for months, and I have not sent it because I'm fucking slack, and I always have the kids with me, and I'm not taking the kids to the post office right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
If you guys don't take this opportunity to DM Mike right now and say, "Hey, I can be an assistant for you," you're messing up big time. I'm not gonna do it, but you guys totally should.
I would love to. I would love to be an assistant for Mike, but you know, if I'm for, I can't. You know, I can't go to the States right now with the Corona going on.
Yeah, no. Hold on. Let me scroll up here. Akib Patwari asked something. He asked something, and I guess I missed it. He says, Mike, this has nothing to do with anything you're talking about. Oh, good. Hey, let's stop. But I had to talk with my cousin, and she said she hopes her future kid isn't gay. How do I help her get over that fear? Sorry if this is dumb. Wow.
Vince, what you got?
Yeah, Vince.
Just don't let them have point karate classes.
That'd be worse. No, Akib, I'm not an expert on any of that stuff. I think so. Here's the thing: is that mindset is like that's like dinosaur shit.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Any kid born now, I think it's gonna eventually it's gonna be weird one day if he ain't. You know what I mean? Like, no one cares about that anymore. Like no one. Kristen was worried. We've got some stuff like our kids are mixed. You know what I mean? And Kristen was like, well, you know, she was like, what's that going to be like when they start school? I was like, Kristen, dude, we walked into that damn classroom, and I don't know that there was any kids that were not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just
right.
that mind. So first of all, I think so. She's gonna have a kid. I think that her mindset will change once she has a kid. She won't care if she's at all kind of a decent person.
I would just future kid. If she's not like I don't know. My first thought would be like, well, if you feel like that, then maybe don't have a child. Like,
well, I don't think it'll matter because I think once you have a kid, if you're at all a decent person, then that supersedes any biases that you have.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's but also, who cares what she thinks? She's gonna die and not be replaced by anybody that thinks that way. That's the thing about bigotry and
yeah, that's a great point.
You know, I talked on Instagram Live once. I had a young guy. He was upset about racism. He was he was the victim of racism, but it was not from an employer, the government, a teacher, or anyone that could like actually affect his life. It was someone said something nasty to him about his race, and I was like, who cares? And I don't mean that insensitively, like, hey, just don't let it bother you, because stuff does bother you. But recognize that dude is going to die, and everyone like him is going to die, and each generation there's going to be less people like him, because that's not it's you know what I mean? It's like smoking.
Yeah.
It's a shameful thing now. You know what I mean? Yes, at one point it was much more widespread, but those people
Normalized.
are dying. Yeah, it was normal at one point. Smoking was normal. Racism was normal. Homophobia was normal. Yeah. Now it's becoming like, what? You think what? They're going to die and not be replaced by anyone that thinks that way. Sort of like
to be honest, you know, in
Bass
martial
Pro
arts,
Shops
you know,
customers.
racism, you know, isn't really in martial arts, I found out that racism isn't really an issue, and most of the times, in most decent gyms, you see, like guys who work on on construction building, they work with they train with with like judges and people like them.
Yeah. Yeah. The places where there are problems like that, and this goes for anything in life, martial arts gyms, school, like any place where you're experiencing that sort of problem. And I'm not saying that that's not a problem. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is the sort of places, like if you go into a place or you're dealing with a person and they are that way, they usually do not fucking matter. That person doesn't matter. They're the worst people at the worst place. And okay, y'all just be as ignorant and stupid as you want. It's hard for me to give an opinion on that, being that I've not experienced, you know what I mean, a lot of these problems. I've been on the end of discrimination based on some of those things, but not nearly, like I've experienced it, but not in any way that ruined my life. You know what I mean? I think people should take more solace when they get confronted with some ignorant opinion like that motherfucker's gonna die. Sorry, I know that's your sister. Oh, I forgot. We were talking about your sister.
Yep. Well, most likely his sister has that feeling out of fear of the rest of, like, I feel like a lot of this stuff is just so mentality of fear of what other people
there we go
also probably fearfully thinking.
Yeah, totally. You're right, because he just said see, the thing is, we live in a Bengali family who are very judgmental and old world minded, so it's scary raising someone different. Not to anyone that matters. 40 years from now, all those people that look down their nose at you for whatever you're doing or thinking or wherever you are, they're going to be gone. And each generation, it gets better. Like, think about how terrible that sort of stuff was, like, just 3 generations ago. Mm-hmm. Think one generation from now. Anyway, we got heavy. Yeah. That got heavy.
Mike, I can't wait to be old and wise like you when I'm 40.
I'm 39, bro. And on that note, we're getting out of here. I'm here with Sensei Seth. You guys are already subscribed to his channel because I gave him every single subscriber he has. Vincent MMA Life, there's a link down there if you want to go subscribe. He just did an interview with me. It was really good. He asked really good questions. He's got the first episode up, the second episode up. And then what did you just put up? Didn't you just put up another one?
Indeed, another one.
Which one was it?
It's called Our Pod Daddy.
Yeah. Which episode was that? Was that the first one or the second one?
It was the final episode we did.
Final one? How many was there?
Like
the first,
3.
The second, and then
there was 3. So was this the first, the second, or the?
I can't remember.
It was
maybe the 4th.
No, well, if there was 3, then the final one would have been the.
Yeah, I know for a fact there wasn't a 4th.
Wasn't the 4th one.
So that's eliminated.
Just say it, Vincent. Say it for us.
Come on, man.
3rd.
He put that H in there.
He went full Tyson on us.
Oh. Yeah, it sounded funny him saying it. Love from Jesse with the 50 Canadian dollars. Good Lord. What's that in American? It's a couple
Isn't that Monopoly money in America?
Is it what kind of money?
Monopoly money.
No, don't fix it. Your accent is endearing, Vincent. Your accent is who you are, man. Let it fly.
I swear, Mike, when you turn 40, I have an American accent like a Texas guy.
A guy, like a guy who does taxes? You say a Texas
like a guy from... But to be completely honest, it's like, what is it, 5 a.m. here in 5 a.m. So yeah. My English, it's kind of like just woke up English.
Yeah, mine too. I took a nap right before this. Love from Jesse. Thank you so much.
That's because you're from Carolina.
Yeah.
That's a 39-year-old thing to do, is to take a nap and then wake up at 8.
Yeah. Well, I knew I had to stay up for this show. Love from Jessie has always been a stalwart supporter of the channel. She's always here, like early, start to finish, here on everything.
She's great.
Thank you so much. She's very nice. She's always very helpful and pleasant, friendly to everyone. Thank you so much. Patrick Allen, real quick, ask what your accent is, Vincent.
It's Dutch. It's from the Netherlands, in Europe.
Yeah.
Amsterdam. People know Amsterdam.
Jack Bondo says, this guy Chinese? Like, you guys are terrible at accents.
Yeah,
At least Patrick said maybe Norwegian. That's closer.
Yeah, that's close.
Thank you guys so much. We're going to be getting out of here now. Thank you.
Have a great day, evening, whatever time it is there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to Patty Malarkey. Make sure you click that link there and go follow him. He wrote that crazy song about Hard to Hurt. Regalis for calling in. The young man, the 13-year-old that I cussed at. I'm sorry. Now that I know you're 13. That dude did not sound 13. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Vincent. Make sure you guys go subscribe. And thank you, everyone else, for being part of my birthday. It makes me very happy to do this. So thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Happy birthday, Mike.